Several Toronto commuters fined after illegally crossing train tracks at Union Station.
The smell, the stench, the bad manners.
Some commuters at Union Station have been seen spitting on the ground. That's just gross. In one of Toronto's busiest transit hubs.
Toronto Union Station. If you've ever tried to catch a train in this city, you've probably been here. The city's grand transit hub, where the architecture screams heritage landmark, but the atmosphere whispers hustle, missed connections, and that lingering, where's my train? This historic national treasure is not just Canada's busiest transportation hub, it moves over 300,000 travelers every single day. Trains, buses, streetcars, and subways all converge here, making it the ultimate crossroads of the city. But the real question isn't about the trains, it's about the people keeping this place alive. We visited the customer service desks, where friendly faces help answer questions and manage ticket issues. We checked out who was working in the Metrolink's security and customer service areas. Then, we took a closer look at the check-in area, where agents assist travelers heading across the province or country. Before wandering over to the official Union Station information counter, the go-to spot for lost or confused passengers, we made our way through the bustling Union Station bus terminal to see who was working behind the desks, helping bus travelers navigate their routes. We also scoped out who's actually checking tickets on the GO bus. Looks like they take it pretty seriously. Then we wandered past a squad of GO bus customer service reps so deep in their own group chat, you'd think dealing with commuters was just part of another busy day they hadn't quite gotten to yet. And of course, we couldn't forget the TTC side. One thing we observed on this random day during our visit is that a high number of positions were held by immigrants, with a significant portion coming from India. It's great to see people from all over the world contributing to the workforce, but with such a noticeable concentration, it does raise an interesting question. Are all qualified Canadians getting an equal shot at these jobs? Or could this be an example of a workforce more reflective of one group?
This is a message for my white lady friends. Everybody else can keep going. Ladies, now is not the time to crash out. I've seen 4 videos this morning of white ladies crying on this app and saying it's too much and they can't handle it. I know, okay? I know, I feel you. This is really hard. Communities of color have been warning us about exactly what is happening. Okay, you might not have processed that this was gonna happen, but they have. They've been processing it, they've been seeing it, and they've been trying to get our attention. We have not really been listening. If you're feeling like you're crashing out right now, you need to focus on yourself a little bit, because you can't help if you're not focused on taking care of your own mental and physical wellness, okay? So you need to, if you're freaking out and you're like, I'm so overwhelmed, I don't even know what to do right now, you need to hydrate, okay? You need to eat healthy food. You need to take a walk. You need to develop a meditation or prayer practice that helps provide you some calm and some grounding. You are not going to be any help if you are just spinning out.
Well, they have 90% of the trucking jobs, almost 100% of the taxi jobs, probably 90% of the convenience stores, 90% of the fast food restaurants, pizza parlors. Lately, they've been taking over all the hair salons and barber shops. They don't hire white. When the gonna end, people? I mean, seriously. We're basically just selling our country. What happens to us when there's no room left for us?
I want to talk about the immigration crisis going on in Canada. Now, you can look at this a couple different ways. The way I tend to look at it is, I don't blame the people coming here. Are they responsible for a lot of the shit that's going on in this country? 100%. Are they taking a lot of jobs from young Canadians? Are they lowering the quality of life here? Because their living standard, their quality of life, and the countries they're coming from are down here. Ours are up here. So even if they go from here to here, we're still all the way up here. I don't blame them, because they're used to living like crap, okay? And it may sound rude, but it's the truth. They're used to living in terrible circumstances. So when they come to a place like this is already paradise for them. All right? Our bad in a first world country is they're good. All right? And their good is our bad. So it doesn't mesh. The difference now is the people coming here, they're not like the people that came here 40, 50, 60 years ago. The people that came from Europe, mostly, their quality of life, their standards were through the roof. They were up here. So when they came here, of course there was friction, like anybody that goes to a new country. The people that live here, they're going to be a little bit upset at the beginning. But it was like this. Everybody meshed very fast. And it's because the people coming from those countries, they were not coming from third world countries. They were coming from countries that already had a high level of standards. The only difference is that there was World War II that took place. So it was very easy for them to mesh with Canadian life and standards. Now you have the people coming from these other countries, and there's so much friction because they don't raise their standards to the level that we are at here. And it's just such a terrible situation to be in as a country because we've already let millions of people in. And I'm afraid it's going to stay like this forever, where the quality of life in Canada that was once here, because theirs is down here, it's going to be somewhere here. So it's always going to be a lot lower than it was beforehand. And you might think that that's rude. I just think that's a fact. And like I said, I don't blame people from those countries coming here because if I were them, I would do the same thing. Why wouldn't you want to come to a place like Canada or the US when you're living in a terrible country with horrible circumstances? The problem is when you come here, you should raise the bar, but they don't do that. That's the main issue. They don't do that. They don't adopt our way of life, our culture, nothing. They come here and they set up their little, it's almost like their little ghettos where they don't have to adapt and change. And that is why you're seeing such backlash and everybody's pissed off in this country.
I'm Harman from India.
I'm Ravneet from India.
I'm Robin from India.
We're going to do fact or fiction about Canada. Tim Hortons is overhyped.
Definitely.
We did also drink so much Tim Hortons.
We didn't start our day if we didn't get the Tim. We will get late for the class, but we will not miss Tim.
Asians or South Asians are smarter than the Canadians.
We think so. I didn't met anyone Canadian who is more clever than South Asians or Asians.
It's 50-50, like they are not much clever as South Asians and Indians.
Yeah, I feel the same.
Coyotes are the national animal of Canada.
No.
Okay. What is?
I think from L, but I don't know the exact name.
It's a beaver.
Oh.
I found a deeper hitting version of why are South Asians the most hated in Canada, and this is my honest opinion. There's a reason the South Asian community, particularly us Indians, often get side-eyed in Canada, while other immigrant groups, they quietly integrate, build lives, and create opportunities. We seem to thrive on chaos. Why? First, entitlement. Somewhere along the way, we forgot that moving to Canada was a privilege, not a right. Instead of adapting, we impose our culture, our noise, our ways. It's one thing to celebrate Diwali, it's another to turn residential streets into a rave, completely with firecrackers and traffic jams. When people call us out, we play the victim. They don't understand our culture. But maybe we are the ones who don't understand the value of blending in respectfully. Then there's our obsession with shortcuts. Fake marriages, fraudulent job offers, under the table work. It's no secret. Instead of playing the long game like other communities, we want instant success, even if it means bending every rule. And guess what? That doesn't just reflect poorly on the guilty, it tarnishes everyone, the whole Asian communities who's here to build a line. And the infighting? Oh, it's unmatched, man. While other communities focus on lifting each other up, we seem to be determined to tear each other down. Gossiping, backstabbing, case politics, we have imported all of it here. Instead of building a united front, we are busy dividing ourselves, making us weaker and easier to target. So why are we hated? Maybe it's because we refuse to take responsibility. We are loud, unapologetic, and often disrespected of the very system that gave us a chance. And when the backlash comes, we scream racism added that absolves any of the wrongfulness. But here's the truth. Canada owes us nothing. We came here for a better life, and we've been given opportunities many can only dream of. It's time to stop acting like the world owes us, to stop creating problems where none exist, and to start respecting this country and ourselves. We have so much potential. Let's stop being the problem and start being part of the solution. How does that feel? Too intense or just the right tone? You let me know. Hope this helps.
In Canada, there is discipline, and in India, we don't follow discipline.
What's your name?
I am Paramjeet Singh.
And where are you from?
I am from Delhi, New Delhi.
And why are you here?
I just came here to have some holidays. My son studies here in Toronto.
What are your favorite things about Canada?
The greenery, the beauty, the place.
What are your favorite things about India?
We have relationships, we live in a family, we have bonding with everyone.
Do you think that the education that your son can get here in Canada is better or different than the education he can get in India?
It's better here.
It's better? Why?
Because in Canada, there is discipline, and in India, we don't follow discipline.
What do you mean by that?
See, the people are crossing here the lane. They will wait for their light. The cars stop. And the walking people also respect the cars. This is a discipline, disciplined life. Even if you are throwing your wastage garbage, then also you are disciplined. Which side you have to throw the garbage? Yeah, recycle. Yeah.
Do you feel like people in India do not respect the law?
No, in India, in Delhi, in metropolitan cities, nobody fears about the law.
Do you feel like you would feel safer in Canada or the same?
No, we are very much safer in India. We don't have anything. Very much safer. There's nothing problem in India.
Oh.
We love India. We are very good in India.
Yeah.
And India is definitely a very beautiful country. We have our culture. We have everything. But still, we are not disciplined.
Would you ever want to move to Canada?
Definitely.
Why would you want to move to Canada?
Because my son is living here.
Do you think he will pay for your retirement?
Sure, definitely.
Well, thank you so much for your thoughts. I really appreciate it. So, whose side are you on? Canadians are listening and reading your comments. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Now, here's where things start to stand out. During our visit, a surprisingly high percentage of the jobs in and around the station seem to be held by immigrants. Let's start with the retail kiosks as you enter from the TTC. We wandered a few steps further to a popular beauty retailer, the kind of spot packed with every lotion and potion promising an instant glow-up. And just like before, the same familiar pattern was impossible to miss. From the beauty advisors and makeup artists to the skincare specialists and even the store manager. Next up, the food court, that bustling hub where everyone flocks for a quick bite or a sugar fix. But as you look around, a familiar pattern starts to emerge, almost like a secret code hidden in plain sight. In the food court, there were simply too many examples to count. Everywhere you looked, the same pattern was playing out again and again. However, it was clear that they are hardworking, bringing energy, dedication, and a positive vibe to every role they take on. The only thing that perhaps is missing is more diversity that better reflects Toronto's wide-ranging population. We decided to step outside into the summer sunshine to check out how the outdoor food court was doing. Because nothing says food adventure like eating under the sun and maybe dodging a few bees. We were curious if the outdoor stalls were following the same pattern or throwing their own little summer party. First stop, a face-to-face with the food security guard, the ultimate snack ninja who patrols the area like a hawk, ready to unleash their wrath on anyone caught eyeing the last chicken wing. To be fair, the outdoor food stalls did seem a bit more diverse, though it might still be a light surprise for visitors from abroad, like ordering a Canadian hot dog and finding it paired with a cup of chai tea and a warm smile. If you're from out of town, here's something you should know about the taxi drivers outside Toronto's Union Station. They don't wait for passengers, they hunt them, like seagulls chasing a dropped French fry.
Taxi!
Taxi mate!
वो मैं पूछा पहला
पूछ यार कौन अपनी बारी ने पूछना है कि तू
बारी वाला चक्कर ही नहीं आया
मैं पूछना पे उन्होंने रेडी ना होगी
बारी वाला चक्कर ही नहीं आया
बारी क्यों नहीं चक्कर है आगे बारी ना बचिंदा रे तो चक्कर नहीं है टैक्सी ने
बारी बुरी वाला तो चक्कर
नहीं आया सारे तू पूछ ही जाना है थे
हां बारी तू भी पूछ ले मैं
तू ही पूछ ले पूछण मैं गया
क्या मुंह यार ना पट्टी लड़ना
नहीं लड़न वाली हरकतां तू करना है
Taxi, sir?
Speaking of taxis, the only thing more aggressive than the drivers is the coffee prices nearby. At this point, it was starting to feel like something was a little off at Union Station. So, we decided to wrap things up in one last spot. And wouldn't you know it, there was an unusually high number of immigrant workers in security roles. Let's just say, if there were a secret club for this, we might have accidentally stumbled right into their meeting. Before you go, please remember that these videos require significant time, effort, and resources from our crew. Your support is what makes it possible for us to keep producing content like this. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel and smash the like button. And remember, Canadians are watching and reading, so don't be shy. Share your perspective in the comments below. Who do you think has caused this mess in Canada? The multinational corporations, the Canadian government, the immigrants, international students, or someone else entirely? For those dedicated to supporting Canadian businesses, our crew has a special message prepared just for you.
Are you a proud Canadian running a real Canadian business? At Toronto Unfiltered, we're doing something bold. We're offering 3 months of free advertising on our channel. That's right, no catch, no cost. Just a passion for supporting real Canadian brands like yours. We'll showcase your business, promote your message, and get you in front of thousands, all for free. Why? Because we believe in building up Canadian businesses just like ours. Don't miss out. Email us today at torontounfiltered@outlook.com and let's grow together.